Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a special reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aries, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link and my official Instagram, both listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Aries, I hope that you're doing well. This is all about what the ancients want to tell you. The ancient guides, the ancient ancestors. I've been very recently, feeling very specific messages through my dreams and meditation. Thank you, Spirit. Maybe you have too, that come from this place that I've been telling the other signs. It almost feels like beyond language. Like I can't really, it's not something that I necessarily recognize like as a spirit guide that I've worked with or an archangel or anything. It feels stronger and more vast than that. It feels really like the pinnacle of wisdom, the ancients. So I'm going to be using 2 decks for your reading today. For the overall energy, you're going to see a card from the Starseed Oracle, and then I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot deck for your tarot portion of your reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Angel, spirits, guides, what messages do you have for Aries? Thank you. You got 2 cards. I will take them both. The first one, Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. Maybe you have recently been someone who had past life regression, hypnotherapy. I always want to do past life regression, but then I get like kind of freaked out. Not that I think it would, I don't know what I would. I've had Akashic Records readings, so I have a glimpse into what I've done in past lives, but to perhaps hear it come out of my own voice, that would be a little strange. But perhaps that's you. Or maybe you've been having some dreams about past lives, or seen images, or made connections in your meditation states. But the ancients are kind of bringing this to the fore, that, they're showing me, what is it called? In like algebra? It's been a long time since I've been in school for anything like that, but like sine and cosine, like a wave function, like wave moving throughout space. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to that, but they're showing me that. So maybe you're a mathematician. I don't know that there'd be a mathematician watching my readings or any tarot readings, but you never know. Or you're just interested in things like that. They're showing me that, like, movement throughout space and time, that it's almost like I see this image of your higher self sitting alongside the ancients, calculating something of what is to come in this lifetime for you. And now you're connecting with your higher self and becoming privy to that information. The other card that you got, the 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life and Expression. So I think this talks about the Pleiades, or the Pleiades, however you say it. I think so. The ancients maybe come from this star system. This is it's pretty esoteric for an Aries, I would imagine. But it's this idea that you were born out of fire. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. There's something to that, born out of fire. I see the Ace of Wands in my mind's eye. This sense that there's something burgeoning right now that is truly inspiring to you. You wanting to take a kind of inspired action. And it's almost like your starseed brothers and sisters are kind of enacting something ritualistic to kind of egg you on, like when certain societies or cultures used to do rain dances for their crops to grow. It's almost like this ritualistic feeling to it. So your starseed family is doing some kind of ritual, so to kind of foster your spiritual and earthly growth. But it's not completely foreign to you. So there's something about either a calling that you have or some kind of inspired action where it doesn't feel unfamiliar. It feels like something that you're meant for. You might not be able to explain it. Why suddenly you are drawn to a certain subject matter, a certain person, a certain location. You can't really explain it, but you know that you have to follow like the breadcrumb trail. Spirit just said Hansel and Gretel. Did they do a breadcrumb trail in that nursery rhyme, the story? I don't know. Spirit just said Hansel and Gretel. So let's pull some cards, messages from the ancients. I'm only taking uprights in this reading. Messages from the ancients. 4 cards came out. I'm going to take the 4th card as part of your overall energy, Daughter of Cups, Page of Cups. Something speaking to your heart space. All the pages bring new energy, student energy, wanting to learn something new, having to deal with the Suit of Cups, the emotional realm. Something that speaks to your heart space. Asking questions, investigating further, making moves, allowing yourself to feel excited. Spirit said maybe for the first time. I always liken this kind of energy back to when I first started learning tarot. Like I just, I did pretty well in school. I wasn't perfect, never tried to be, but I did all right in school. And, I've had a couple jobs here and there. And like, I'm a good employee. I'm a very loyal person. But nothing ever, just like kind of going through the motions. Nothing ever really spoke to me until 2 things happened. I met my twin flame. That just was the catalyst for everything. And when I separated from my twin flame and I started learning tarot around the same time. Now I'm in union with my twin flame, which I'm so grateful for. And he is also learning tarot. So it's something that we share. But it wasn't until like kind of those monumental things happened that I actually started to listen to my heart. Before that, life was just like, I was just living life. I wasn't actually engaged in it. I didn't actually feel connected to really much of anything. I just was trying to be a good person and just trying to do the right thing. But I never knew where I fit or what my purpose was, or even if I had a purpose, until tarot came into my life. I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt, this is my purpose. So I use that as an example because it's like, when you know, you know. You might not be able to explain it, why you're so drawn to it, but when you know, you know. Okay. The first card out, the Emperor. Your card in the Major Arcana. You showed up in your own reading, Aries. I think you're the first sign of, you're the fourth reading I'm doing. Your first sign showed up in their own reading. It shows me how powerful you are at this time. I don't know, I feel like I have to say this. People take trees for granted. I don't know why. Trees connect us to literally every place on earth. They're living beings. I believe they have sentience. That's just my opinion, obviously. They're tremendously powerful. And even though it's like, oh, they're just rooted to the spot, they bend, but they don't break. Unless provoked. And that's you right now. You are very much in your power right now. Very resolute. There's something, though, to the way this sun is depicted. It reminds me of almost like if I were to take some kind of prism or something and deflect the sunlight in, it's almost like burning a hole through the paper. It has that feeling to it. Okay, so then that makes me kind of think of the story of Icarus, and this sense that maybe during your lifetime people tried to silence you or discourage you from going after what it is that you want, what it is that you feel drawn to, and you're not doing that anymore. It's like I see this tree growing ever taller, reaching for the light source. It's very powerful. It's very powerful. The next card out, the Son of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knights always bring messages. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is very worthy, reliable, authentic. They bring messages of earthbound opportunities, doors opening. So there's something that's going to come in for you very soon. But it has been a long slog. Like, it might have been a message you've been waiting for a while now, but now you're on the precipice of receiving that message. And as Spirit just said, when you get it, you'll know what to do. It's weird. I have a tarot deck that I bought while I was in Germany. Für Einsteiger, which I believe means for beginners. And Spirit, it's like sitting right next to my table, and Spirit drew my eyes to it. Maybe you're German and you have German roots, or maybe you feel like, for somebody who is in Emperor energy most of the time, suddenly I find myself a beginner at something. Do you feel some kind of shame about that? Because you shouldn't. I mean, don't let me tell you how to feel, but Spirit wants me to bring this up. It's like, and you're a beginner at something, and you have to start somewhere. The wisdom comes in recognizing that and embracing it. Right? I am being drawn to something that I saw yesterday. My ear is slightly ringing here. Your guides are here. I saw acorns on the sidewalk yesterday, and I thought to myself, if I pick up one of these acorns and I put it in a pot and water it, would it actually grow into a tree? Like, I don't know. I never did that before, right? But I didn't pick one up because I was walking to the subway, but I had that thought. Like, would it actually do that? Like, why wouldn't it? And it was like a whole conversation that I had in my mind about it. From the acorn grows the mighty oak. It has to start somewhere. And so there could be this opportunity for you that you are being presented with. And Spirit is encouraging you to listen to what it has to say. Investigate further what this opportunity is, because I think it will yield very fruitful results. Another major arcana represented by the number 8 in this tarot deck. Sometimes it's an 11, sometimes it's an 8. It's an 8 here. That feels important. Maybe 8 is a life path number for you. Libra energy with the Justice card. Justice, karmic balance, and karmic justice. This or having to do with legal situations, court cases, moving in your favor. These two cats here, there's a knowingness in their eyes. A knowingness, a recognition that on either side of the sword of truth, one cannot be without the other. I don't know what that means. I just said it and I don't know what it means. One cannot be without the other. Yes, light and dark, that seems obvious, but the ancients are saying something much more profound, and I'm going to try and bring it in for you. In the last couple of readings, I've been talking about patterns, and Spirit is drawing my attention to this coin that is on my desk. It's been on my desk for the last 4 readings, and I have not talked about it or felt the need to talk about it. I have 3 of these coins. My twin flame got me these coins when we were in Chinatown in a major city. These coins are for use with the I Ching. What do they call the I Ching? The Book of Changes. The Book of Changes. And the idea is that you flip the coins and you flip them a certain amount of times, heads or tails, you record how they flip. They create a pattern. And based on that pattern, you then go to the text and look up what that formation, the message behind that formation, okay? The idea behind it in the space of your reading today is to look at the patterns that have been occurring in your life, with every aspect of your life, like dig deep. How you've conducted yourself in terms of work, relationships with the most important people in your life, the relationship to yourself, to your health, how you execute projects, how you deal with sadness, grief, how you incorporate prosperity. Look at the patterns. What did you used to do that you continue to do? And ask yourself, is it working? And if the answer is no, then how are you learning the lesson and adjusting your path, adjusting your course? Because Justice card is all about the residual energies from past lives, right? The karmic effects. Have we learned our lessons? And they don't necessarily have to do with other people or other entities. Sometimes it's just us with us. And Spirit's asking you to look at that. I'm going to ask for one last card from the Ancients. Messages from the Ancients to close out the reading. Thank you. Six of Wands. Victory. Victory. Look at how beautiful. From all this jumbly mess, this is you rising up. And I want to show you, right? There's this kind of rising up, strong and determined. And there's this kind of rising up, which feels so delicate in this moment. It's Aries taking a more delicate approach, which could feel very uncomfortable for you. But this is the message from the ancients. Take a more nuanced, subtle, and delicate approach. You will still rise up. You will still have your victory. And it will be just as sweet. But it will be different. That's your reading, Aries. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Aries.